Check 1 2, check 1 2. Peace and blessings coming to you live from North Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the Preciate You podcast, episode number 11. My name is Anthony Calori, and I thank you for being here. I thank you for being you. I thank you for tuning in. Your time and energy is respected and appreciated at all times. And know that. Ain't heard from me in a while, but it's for good reason. And instead of, you know, waiting on somebody to, I don't know what I'm saying. But anyways, my ass been going through it. I've been through hell and back lately. Just dealing with my own shit. Really just fighting a lot of demons, fighting a lot of what we like to call jihad. I'm having a jihad inside of myself, a holy war, if you will, and it's been a doozy. Trying to balance life and your past, present, and future, and not letting them, fuck you up, basically. And so I have I've been really just been so fucking hard on myself. So hard on myself. It's been a goddamn nightmare. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a nightmare. And you know, um without getting into specifics, there's a situation that I committed to that I had to be honest with myself and the people I committed to about, and let them know that I was willing to do something that I wasn't able to do. And um and that was really just fucking me up, man. It was really just fucking me up. It was an important commitment, but it was just something that I could not do. And I had to be honest with myself. I couldn't let my ego take the wheel on this one. So I had a big slice of humble pie, and it's forced me to get back to the drawing board and, ask for help. I do a lot of things on my own, including makeup. I do a lot of things on my own, like decide how the world sees me, decide how people see me, and make decisions for people about how much value um, I add to their life, and if I'm just a burden or in the way, and am I gonna fuck it up, and oftentimes I say yes to things when I commit to things with a lot of fear, and I think that's because for a long time I haven't had any mentorship. It's nice to bounce things off your friends and shit, but you know, a mentor, somebody who is doing what you're doing at the highest level, um, to say, hey, do you think I'm ready for an endeavor like this? And for them to look you in the eye and say, are you fucking kidding me? Of course not. Or yes, I think now you are ready for something like that. Um, so with that being said, when I told my friend that I couldn't commit to this thing, and you know, um, the first thing he told me was, if if at all I feel like I'm disappointing him or this group of people, that I need to get that out of my mind immediately. And he told me he loved me and appreciated me, and let me know that our relationship was bigger than this thing, and it really meant the world to me. I mean, I was not gonna lie, I was crying on the phone, and I was just so stressed out about it, really just trying to prepare for this thing for months, and to just kind of feel defeated. But he said something really profound. He was like, there is a positive thing from this. He's like, I'm sure that by you realizing whatever it is you've realized, that you're going to take this and make sure that, you continue to progress, that you take what you can do and you take it to the next level and the next level and the next level, and it's just something that I'm only going to benefit from by, you know, um, being honest with him about it, but also being with myself. And so, simultaneously, if that's the right word to use, while leading up to me having to tell him that I couldn't commit to this thing, um, I did find a mentor who, I just got into communication with and has been, more than willing to work with me on the things that I need to work on as a musician and just as a man in general. And so, um, my friend was right. And, all this angst and, feeling of shame and disappointment and all that stuff, it was there for a reason that didn't exist, and how many times I've done that with friends and family that I love and care about, I don't even fucking know, man. I don't even fucking know. But it's something that I'm trying my absolute best to work on. And I feel like I'm stepping in the right direction. I'm stepping in the right direction. And I just thank God, for the people who are in my life who have been trying to tell me how they see me, versus me making up some story in my head about, what my value is to anybody. And so it's been just a blessing, a blessing in disguise, a disguise that I put on. And for the first time in a really long time, after I talked to my friend about this, and he let me know that everything was okay and I didn't have anything to be, sorry for, and that I was appreciated and seen and respected. Um, after I got off the phone with him, I just broke down crying, man. I was, in my car, and I just broke down crying, out of not just not just relief, because this thing was like, it felt like a fucking, 1,000-pound gorilla was on my back. But it was like the first time in a long time I felt like I was seen. And and someone reminded me that, I was at least a decent person, you know what I'm saying? And so um yeah, so I'm just excuse me. I'm just working on, allowing people to make their own minds up about, how they feel about me, and not, forcing myself to be I don't know, just, I don't know. But but yeah, but yeah. So it feels good to be back. It feels good to be humbled and back, to the drawing board, so to speak, and, to have this mentor who I'm gonna see in a couple hours actually, and sit in on a rehearsal of his. Um, and yeah, so things happen for a reason. Um, they definitely do, and I'm just seeing that. I'm feeling re-inspired. I'm feeling grounded, and my head is clear, and I just I'm just so grateful, just so grateful. So you know, other than that though, besides feeling like I was losing my mind and all that good shit, I really just been I really just been focusing on these bills, just taking care of shit at home, taking care of the dog and all that good shit, and just being healthy, just being healthy. My brother has been going to the gym a lot, and he's been getting on my ass about working out with him. And so I did worked out with him for the first time yesterday. Had a hell of a workout, and it was just so great to be spending time with my brother doing something that we both like to do. And yeah, and it was awesome. It was awesome. And so we're gonna make that more of a regular thing, couple times out of the week. And And yeah, so staying healthy, trying to eat a lot, you know what I mean? When I first moved to Vegas 4 years ago, I was probably like a buck 50, buck 55. I never ate. All I did was smoke and drink. And if you ask anybody, a real alcoholic is a skinny motherfucker. You don't get real fat till you get older, but you know, um, if you're drinking hard liquor, not eating no food, you can be real skinny, you know what I'm saying, with a fat face, and that's what I came to Vegas with. So, right now I'm weighing in around like I don't know, like high 180s, I guess, but I got a couple pounds to lose. Your boy, I'm eating good, I'm eating good. Or unhealthy, whatever you want to call it, eating a lot of bread or whatever, but yeah, eating healthy, working out hard, and just talking to God, man, just talking to God. And I felt like, throughout this process that I was just telling you about just trying to figure out if I was a piece of shit or not, for not being able to do this thing I committed to. Um, I felt like God was silent, and was like, you know what you got to do, man. You know what you got to do. And so, um, yeah, so, yeah, it's just been, I don't know, it's just been crazy, April and I have been going through some things in a healthy way. Our relationship, um, I shouldn't say our relationship, like I'm about to generalize it or sum it up, but, um, relationships in general, forever and all that type of stuff, doesn't mean happy all the time. It doesn't mean you guys are in sync all the time and all that type of stuff. There's a lot of shit that you don't even know about yourself that does, things you don't know about yourself that comes up years later, or things that you do, ways that you communicate that aren't healthy. And you just don't realize it till later, and it takes a lot of sacrifice and communicating and listening, a lot of listening and understanding where the person is coming from, and yeah, I'm always, I think I'm the worst person in the world for whatever reason, but I'm also pretty, defensive and take things personal and really emotional and stuff like that. And you know, when me and April would get in big fights when we first started dating, I'd be like, you don't love me anyway. You know what I mean? That's just the the type of idiot I am, And maybe it's some like abandonment issues or whatever, But I'm always like, I'm just quick into feeling worthless, And that's me, It's not something that she does at all, Something that I've had to figure out over time. Like, hey, man, why are you being such a big fucking baby about nothing? You know what I mean? And a lot of things in relationships, like if you have the logical stuff down, you know what I'm saying? The bills and, making sure things are clean around the house and, groceries and all that type of stuff, having an emotional attachment to like that type of stuff is, really childish. And, it's more about like, asking each other for, just things that you would like, you know what I mean? Things you want in your partner and communicating that, don't go a year, 2 years, 10 years without, let's say, let's say, uh, let's say your girl doesn't cook a lot, which, is kind of normal in some relationships. Your girl doesn't cook a lot, but you want her to have a meal for you ready a couple times out of the week. Maybe not every goddamn day, because you got shit to do and life is life, But say you want her to cook for you, even just that day. You know what I'm saying? Be like, oh, Friday, I want you to know. It's like, no, if you have it on your mind, like, what I would like if she had a nice meal for me when I got home. Call her, call your woman and ask her for that. You know what I'm saying? Call her and ask her for that. If you're a woman, you want your man to do some shit around the house, fix something, clean something, renovate something. Just ask him. Just ask him. Don't wait for his dumb ass to do something, because, we're idiots. We don't know. We're definitely not mind readers, and we don't even try. We're just very simple creatures, and it's okay. Ladies, you have your say. You know, don't feel like you can't speak up and communicate to your man. Because a real man will listen to you, to take it in, and if you feel like there's something he can improve on, he'll try to improve on it, or just figure it out with you. But we could always uh buy your lady some flowers, you know what I mean? Do your man's laundry, take her out to a nice dinner. Go do something that she wants to do, you know what I mean? Just on a whim, random, like a surprise, go buy tickets to go fucking, I don't know, winter's coming up, go snowboarding or something without her knowing about it, find out what her schedule is and go do something cool, and you just got to be on the same page, communicate, 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 it's really what it is. And our relationship, it at times feels like it's in the honeymoon phase still, but I think that's just like the way that I can explain it, but things are, still fun and new and make each other laugh all the time, and very very appreciative of one another, you know, and I love that, and I love that. And so when some shit comes up, it's almost like, man, what the fuck is this, And sometimes you slip, sometimes you slip, and you gotta um, hold yourself accountable for it, hold each other accountable for it, and and that's really that. And so growing pains is a good thing. Crying and figuring out why you do what you do is a good thing. Why you guys do what you do is a good thing. And so, I'm realizing that, you know, even if you don't want to get married and you want to be with one person for the rest of your life and have a family and all that stuff without the piece of paper, which, is on you, but um, if that's what you want to do, it's gonna take a lot, It's gonna take a lot, and it's gonna take a lot your whole life. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, you're gonna get bored. You're gonna have your streaks where you don't feel like compromising or sacrificing and all that stuff. But this whole thing is bigger than us. You know what I mean? It's like, I guess we have our purpose of like our life, what we want to do with our individual, like with our individual selves. But what is your purpose as a family man or woman? What is your purpose as a father, as a partner? You know, and is that not included in who you are, or what your reason for being here is, or why you do what you do? Do you care about having grandchildren, maybe even great grandchildren? God willing. Those are things that I really have been thinking about more so lately than anything, because either person can get out at any time. Um, you shouldn't let guilt or hurting somebody's feelings or your life, starting over and being scared to start over, stop you from getting out of something that you're truly unhappy being in. But there's a difference between being, genuinely unhappy and, just not wanting to do it anymore, as, selfishly. Uh, yeah, yeah, it's a choice, every day. It's a choice. You guys are gonna look at other people. You're gonna be in the grocery store eyeballing, this motherfucking real athletic looking motherfucker, and you know that's what she's gonna be doing, and you're gonna be eyeballing this motherfucking whatever. Name a bad bitch. You know what I mean? Just the Walmart version, and and it's a choice, man. It's a choice. Nobody's perfect. There's an infinite room for growth. And and it's just not easy. It's not easy deciding what's fair and not fair. It's not easy talking about, your guys' romantic situation and being intimate, and is it too much? Is it enough? Just leaving it up to like chance and guessing. And shit just doesn't work. And eventually, you're going to want something for sure, which seems easier when you're just doing it by yourself and you don't have to worry about the needs and wants, of another person, you know? Um, so, there's nothing wrong with that either, but I think a lot of people have it fucked up where you think that things are just supposed to be all good, all the time, for years and years and years, and happy couples don't have those moments, it's just not true at all. It's not true at all, man. The reason why you don't see, couples who've been together for a really long time and it seems like they don't have, any problems, because they've been together for a long time is, it's none of your fucking business. You know what I mean? It's really none of your business. And I think a lot of people get into relationships, feeling like their situation needs like kind of the thumbs up by everybody. And at the end of the day, man, fuck everybody. The only thing that matters is what's going on in your household. Is it healthy? Is it just what's going to be best for the both of you? The both of you. You have a fight with your girl, you don't go crying to your fucking mom or your dad. You handle it. You sit with it. You don't go crying to your friends and talk shit on your man or your lady. You sit with it. You deal with it. You tell him what you think about it. You don't go telling everybody else, sneak dissing him to everybody or sneak dissing her to everybody. It's your business. You don't go running out. You don't go run. You know what I mean? Sleep your ass on the couch and figure it out the next day if that's what you got to do. But if you're going to make it work, man, you're going to have to fucking sacrifice for it, work for it, talk about it. You just, you know what I mean? Just fucking fight through the muck of, each other's baggage, shit, each other's debt, each other's fucking everything. You know what I mean? Just whatever it is that this person doesn't know how to do or, is just is just weakened. You're gonna have to figure it out with each other. Um, and no one person is like, how do I say it? No one person is the like more emotionally together than the other. Maybe one person has had, circumstantially more hardship than the other, but you guys both have shit to work out. And if you don't think you do, you probably never talked about it with anybody like that. It's different than talking to um, a therapist or a psychologist. Dealing with another person that these people can't come and save your relationship. You know what I mean? Even after you guys go through the couples therapy and all that type of stuff, you still gotta fucking work it out, man. You still have to make that choice every day. You still have to trust and be someone who's accountable. You know what I mean? Dependable. And it's just a choice every day, man. It's a choice every day. It's tons of other things too, but just don't get it twisted, man. Getting married and staying together for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, that is a choice, and it's like a religious choice that you have to make in the best sense possible, that commitment, that dedication, that love, that surrenderance. It is a beautiful thing, and you shouldn't settle for anybody just so you can try to become that thing. It's supposed to be, it's supposed to feel right. It's supposed to feel right, but you're also supposed to try really hard. You're supposed to try really hard, especially on the days that it feels wrong and you feel wronged. and you don't feel heard. There's reasons for all this stuff, and you have to communicate it with each other. And that's what I'm learning. How you communicate it, I don't know. Shit comes out real messy. Sometimes things come out really, really messy, and that's all right too. That's all right too, man. Life isn't some fucking PG-13 movie. Shit is fucked. you know, shit is difficult. But that's all right. That's all right. And it's like that with everything. It's gonna take you deciding to do it, sticking to it. You know what I mean, and wanting to see it through, no matter what, because you love it. You love her. You love him. And shit, man. And so even with all that being said, I feel like I'm just, I'm not, I'm just talking. You know what I'm saying? This is just talk. I still have to go live this shit. I still have to go do it. And so, don't get it twisted. I don't know shit. I don't know anything. I'm just repeating to you thoughts that have been going through my mind, and I'm spitting them back out of my mouth, but I don't know nothing. It's just, this is the theory I've come up with. It's all this shit is a choice, man. And so, don't be so afraid to get your heart broken either. Don't be afraid to get your heart broken. I feel like that's cool too. And don't be afraid to break some hearts either. You have to try. And yeah, yeah. Man, drinking this green tea with honey. So good. So good. A little too much honey though, but is there even such a thing? Um, what else has been going on? I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. I'm not really sure. Just some. Yeah, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna keep this podcast short so I can, get my shit together. I've been gone for a few, but it was well worth it. And I'm not gonna, drag this shit on any longer than I need to, or you need to hear, because you don't need to hear shit. You know what I'm saying? Just have a good day, stay blessed, and I'll be chopping it up with y'all soon. All right, peace.